Hello everyone and welcome to another book writing with me. So, I haven't done one of these in a really long time. I don't remember when I did the first one. I think it was sometime in January, and I didn't anticipate taking as long of a break as I did. I wish I could tell you I had more to update on, but I don't, because it's kind of been like a little bit of a wild time. Pretty much right after I filmed that video, I found out that we might be moving soon, but like it's not really up to us when that happens. So I kind of started scrambling, like trying to get videos on track so then I could have that still going up if we did end up moving like right away. But we still are probably moving soon, we just have no idea when, so that is kind of stressful. And for that reason I've been having a hard time getting going with writing, as well as like still working on sorting out my medication. So it's been a lot, but the other day I just felt so motivated to get back to things and to get back to writing, which I'm really grateful for. Part of that might be because where I live, while we are watching like what seems like the rest of the world, but really it's just the States, get vaccinated, we have gone into a third lockdown, so I don't really have all that much else to do. But my problem has been trying to make writing a priority, and other things have been taking over that. Like, the truth of the matter is that YouTube is how I make a living, so it's hard for me to prioritize writing over YouTube, because right now writing isn't where I make a profit, and like I need money to live, obviously. So I've been trying to get ahead on video so then I can make writing a priority again. But I also realized like I was getting stuck in an all or nothing mindset once again, where I was like, well, if I don't have the whole entire day to write, then what's the point? But really what I'm starting to do now is trying to dedicate 3 days out of my week to writing, but not even like the entire 3 days. Like, I'm starting with an hour every day for 3 days out of my week, and then I will try and like up that a little bit as I'm able to, and find kind of a sweet spot of balance between free time, work time where I make money from that, and work time as in writing. So that being said, I am still stuck in the outlining stages, and that's kind of another thing. I don't like the outlining stages. I just want to get into the story, but I can't because I don't really know the characters that well yet. Like, I need to sort some things out before I'm actually able to get into things. So last time I was talking about what I wanted the plot to be and trying to decide what I wanted to do, and I ended up deciding on what my plot is going to be. So I'm writing a romance, fluffy, cute, fun story about a girl who doesn't like romance. And I should have explained this more. It's not that she doesn't like romance as in like she's asexual, she isn't interested in romantic things. She doesn't like romance stories. She thinks that the happily ever afters are just inaccurate and it gives false hope. So she is more interested in writing like fantasies and stuff like that. Not that those are accurate, but like, you know what I mean? She likes the escapism of fantasies and just doesn't really like love stories personally. So she ends up having to write a love story though for this scholarship, I think is what I decided on. So she's a writer and she wants to get into this really great school for writing and get into their creative writing program. But she has missed the deadline. I'm not exactly sure about this yet, but she has missed the deadline or something with a scholarship for like any other kinds of writing, and the only scholarship that is now available is sponsored by a romance author, and it is to write a love story. So she has to go out of her comfort zone and write a love story, and she ends up entering into a fake dating relationship in order to do that. And that's kind of where I get confused. So Natalie is my main character and Ben is the love interest. But my thing is, I'm not exactly sure about the motivation of Ben yet. Why he would want to enter into this fake dating relationship, what he is going to get from it. So I kind of want to avoid doing something where there's like an ex-girlfriend or something, because I feel like that is something I've definitely seen before. Not that, like I said, it's not like the most original story, but I'm putting my own spin on things. So I was kind of thinking of doing something where like he might already have a crush on her, see that as an opportunity, or he has to like find a date to his sister's wedding, his mom wants him to. I don't really know yet. So that's kind of my next step, is figuring out Ben. So it's really nice outside, which is nice because I can sit outside and do some writing or some brainstorming in this case. So I'm going to go and actually sit outside and do a little brainstorming and look into who Natalie and Ben are as characters and then go from there, because I feel like I just need to get to know them a little bit better before I can move forward with the plot and exactly what I want to happen. So we are still in the outlining stages. I'm hoping that the end of this video will be the end of the outlining stages, but we shall see. But I definitely am feeling like I am going to be making this a priority. Like, I have other things on my to-do list today. For example, like I was hoping to get a workout in, but I'm putting that on the back burner because I know writing, if I put it off, then I'm just going to keep putting it off, and I need to stop doing that and dedicate time. Like, I, like many of you, am super insecure, and I really struggle with that with writing especially. So it's something where I'm just so nervous about failing at it that I keep on putting it off and procrastinating, but that's not going to help me like achieve my goal and achieve my dreams. But that's like the other thing, is I'm so nervous of failing and trying that I just don't try, which is stupid. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. But I'm actually going to go and have like a quick bath, do a little reading because I feel gross right now, and then I'm going to sit outside and get back into writing. So super excited to revisit this plot line, get to know these characters a little bit more. I love figuring out who the characters are, so really looking forward to that. So it's a little bit later, and I just wanted to give you guys a little update on how the outlining ended up going. So I am super happy with how that brainstorming session went. I really thought more about the plot, honestly, than the characters, but in doing so, I ended up finding out a lot about Ben and who he is as a character, because I learned that, like, he has a certain secret, and that is really going to tell me a lot about him, and it's going to drive a lot of the story. So it adds another layer of conflict, and I don't want to like spoil things, so I'm going to be keeping that to myself. But figuring this out really was the missing puzzle piece, I think, behind his motivation and why he is involved in the story. So he is also a writer, and he ends up like, he overhears her, Natalie, talking to her friend about how she is nervous about like writing this romance story because she writes for a blog. I forgot to mention that in this video, but she writes for a blog. She shares all her writing there, and it's pretty popular, and she ends up getting feedback, like, because she starts posting some of the romance stories that she's trying to work on because she wants some feedback, but she gets feedback that like is not positive, and she really takes it to heart. And that feedback is that she obviously hasn't been in a relationship because the story lacks passion. Now, I don't want it to seem like the reason I'm not making her ace is because I don't have that identity, and I would like to leave that story for someone who does identify with that. So it's not that like she feels like she has to have a relationship in order to understand anything. She can't be happy or fulfilled on her own. She just wants to use it as like a form of research. So her friend ends up suggesting for her to try and find someone to date, and she like totally dismisses it, isn't into the idea. But then Ben is the new guy at school, and he ends up approaching her, and he offers to fake date her, like to try things out so then she can experience relationships. And she obviously is like, what's in this for you? But his motivation is that he had an ex-girlfriend that, I know I said I didn't want to do an ex-girlfriend, but this is different. It's not like making her jealous. He is trying, like, his parents are on his back about her and why they broke up, why they can't get back together, and he doesn't want to tell the truth, which is that she cheated on him. So that is where like he wants to have a new girlfriend to distract them with so they will forget about her. So there is more motivation for him, but that will be secret, and that will be something that you'll have to find out when you get the opportunity, if you get the opportunity to actually read the book. But I really want this to be a story about her like realizing that it doesn't have to be realistic. Like, I need to kind of figure out more of what I want the message to be and what I want her to learn along the way. Like, I have an idea, but I think I need to kind of put that into words. So I am done outlining for the day, but I'm feeling super good about where I've gotten. I feel like I have more of a clear path, and I actually sent what I had written out to my agent, so I will get some of her feedback, see what she has to say, and then I will go from there. But definitely am going to be getting back into another hour of outlining tomorrow, and I will update you guys then. Hello, I'm here with my assistant, as you can see, to give you guys a little bit of an update on the writing situation. So I'm still waiting to hear back from my agent. Like, obviously it's the weekend, so I'm not really like waiting for her to respond to do anything, but I also have just had like the busiest week this week. Like, literally every single day my to-do list has been completely full, and I've just had a million things I'm trying to do. She's eating from my snack plate right now. Ma'am, stop. Oh, I know why she's eating from this, actually, because I had leftovers for lunch of a crab cake sandwich and she wants the crab. But anyways, today I had like some errands to run and stuff, and then I've literally been nonstop editing because I had a video that I wanted to go up on Monday, and like, long story short, it took way longer than I was expecting. So I got that done. I got my Wednesday video done, and then I just need to do my Friday one, but like I have that in my planner. So I could, like, it's 9:15 now and I've been going for 12 hours. I could take this time and do a little bit of brainstorming, but I think I'm going to try and shoot for a couple hours tomorrow and instead come up with a game plan for the next week that really prioritizes writing, because I think that, like, I'm going to try time blocking, which is something that I've been working on doing. I think that will be really helpful for making the time for writing. So I don't feel bad about like getting ahead on other things and not getting to writing today. That is inevitably going to happen sometimes, but I do still feel like I made progress yesterday, and like I am still really happy with the idea and the kind of breakthrough that I had. So I will get back to things tomorrow, because like most of the other things, I don't know, I have most things done. Like, I did get one thing that was on my to-do list for tomorrow done tonight, just because I was kind of on a roll with editing. So I was like, well, I'll just do the rest of the editing that I had wanted to do now. But yeah, basically wanted to give you guys a quick update and say that I did not end up doing any writing stuff today, but I still feel like I'm in a good spot. So tomorrow I am going to take the time and get back to the outline now that I've had some time to mull it over. Hi! So I honestly don't remember the last time that I updated you guys with my writing, so I apologize for that, but it's been a few days. So I've been sitting here for like an hour now, and I've just been getting distracted by like everything else on my to-do list and trying to figure that out. Like, I had emails that I had to respond to, like I had to send some brands some insights, and for some reason I put that off for literally forever because I hate doing it. Like, it's not that big of a deal, you just take screenshots, but I just find it so tedious and I hate responding to emails, so I always procrastinate on them. But now that that is done, I have done my emails. I do have some video editing that I had wanted to do, but that is going to have to wait, because today I am going to freaking write, because literally for the past 3 days I have had it on my to-do list, but I've had like other commitments, not where like it's video stuff that I do on my own, it's like due to someone, so I have to do it. But now it's just me, like I'm ahead on videos, so I really want to sit down for like the next hour and then see like how I can go from there and do some writing, because I need to do it. I just need to get further into this story. I haven't heard back from my agent yet, but like it's fine, because I'm just going to move forward, and I really want to examine the motivation of the characters. So I want to like reiterate, I don't want this to be a story that's like basically saying like, oh, you can't be alone, like you need romance in your life to have value. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. The purpose of it is that I want to like have a story where it shows that happy endings, I don't know, those experiences along the way are helpful, and you don't need someone to be happy, but you can like open yourself up to romance and those stories with happy endings, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I have like a message in mind that I want to send with it, and I want to make sure that that is getting through, that it's not like going to seem like it's a story where it's saying like you need romance, you need to have someone to be happy. No, that is not at all what I'm going for here. So today I am going to really sit down, like take a look at the outline that I've already written and see what I can kind of add from there. And I'm going to try and put it into like specific plot points so that I can kind of get a rough idea of exactly where the story is going to go. Because right now I have the overview, but I want to get that down into more specific so I have some direction to go on. Like I don't fully outline, I do like a really rough outline that works for me, but I definitely need like a little bit of direction, a few events. Like when I was writing Twin Travel Novel, it was really easy because like there were places that they were going. So those were the events, everything lined up that way. But in this case, it's more open, and that was really the case with Book of Sisters as well. But I don't know, I'm getting like intimidated by it, but that's why I'm going to try and sort it out today, because I want to give myself like 2 more weeks of outlining and then hopefully get into the actual writing process. So I'm not joking around anymore. I'm not messing around anymore. I am going to like hunker down and get this outline freaking done and stop just like putting it off until the last thing of the day. It's going to be the first thing that I do, even though it wasn't the first thing that I did today, but like, you know what I mean? It's fine. So I am going to dive right into the writing process now. Yay! So I did something unexpected and a little bit risky, but I actually started writing. What? So my plan was obviously to work on the outline, but I kind of was like, you know what? I feel like I want to start writing it and get more of a feel for the characters that way. So when I do this, I kind of will like write until I feel like I need to outline more. So I'm just starting out. I'm just opening up the story. It's opening up with Natalie and her sister. And I'm like, I'm happy that I've started writing it. Like that's definitely progress. And I am happy with the beginning and how it's going. I literally have like, I have 247 words, but like that's more than I've written in a while. And I am just so excited and I feel like really inspired to write more of Natalie's stories. So I'm just gonna keep on writing until I feel like I can't anymore. Oh my god, you can totally tell I just took a lunch break because 1, my lipstick is gone, and 2, I have splatters of ramen all over my sweater, so I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So obviously I will not wear anything other than these baggy sweaters right now, but also it's just so cozy for when I'm working. So I'm going to try and write like a couple of pages, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Hello again. So I actually was going to close this writing video there, but as you probably know, if you follow me on Instagram, there have been some recent developments. So originally my plan was in May to focus on writing, and I was just going to like have videos prepared, like writing was just going to be the #1 thing, but it turns out moving is going to be the #1 thing. So I am moving from Ontario to Quebec, which is a 10-hour drive away from where I currently live. So we also have a month and a half to do it, and it's going to be a lot. So it's April 26th today, and we are planning on getting there around June 10th. So we really don't have that much time for the move, but I still don't want writing to fall on the back burner again. Like, I don't want you guys to think that like I'm not passionate about it. It's just like I overwhelm myself with the amount of things that I have to do, which is why like writing just, I think I talked about this earlier in the vlog, but I'm so afraid of failing at it that I end up just like not doing it. But I'm trying to get out of that. I did get feedback from my agent with like the new outline I was sending her. So I'm going to kind of go in and outline a little bit more. I have written a little bit more, not all that much, but I am going to outline a little bit more so then I can have kind of an easier process of writing, because I am going to try and keep up with this while the move is going on. So like right now my hair is wet. I'm planning on filming today because I'm pre-filming for when I'm going to be moving, but normally I'd just be like, well, I'll just sit here and do whatever. But like this is a time where I can take like an hour or so while I'm waiting for my hair to dry to work on my outlining. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And like I have said before on Instagram, and I will say in videos coming up that I've already filmed, I am planning on pre-filming 2 videos a week, and then a 3rd video will just be kind of like a bonus video. I'm hoping I'll be able to get vlogs up, and I feel like that's just gonna be like a life vlog. It will be like reading, writing, moving, like all of that in a vlog every week. So then I can try and keep up with those 3 videos a week, but I'm not sure like how much editing time I'm gonna have. So that's where it's kind of like, I don't know, but I'm gonna try my best to keep up with things. So I have been adding like outlining to my massive to-do list, which is exciting. So I do have like the time. I have been writing down outlining as something on my massive to-do list. I'm trying to like take the next couple of weeks to get ahead on work stuff, so then I can focus on like the packing and all of that. But outlining is definitely something I'm going to try and squeeze in, because like I should be able to find, even if like bare minimum it's half an hour, I'll be happy, because things are just so busy that I know it's going to be difficult, but I really don't want to like take anything else as an excuse to put it off. So that is actually going to be it for this writing update now. Like I said, gonna try and keep up with things, and hopefully I will have a writing update again for you guys sooner rather than later. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been really fun to like have you guys come along on this journey with me. I'm still really, really excited about this story and really excited to write it. Like, it's just a fun story, so I think it's going to be one that will be easy to write despite everything being so busy and stressful over the next little bit. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one soon. Bye!